Hey there, philosophy enthusiasts! Welcome back to another deep dive into the world of ethical dilemmas and philosophical quandaries. Today, let's dive into a fascinating ethical dilemma posed by none other than Aristotle himself, one of the greatest thinkers of ancient Greece. Imagine this: there's a flute. Not just any flute, but a beautifully crafted instrument that holds significant value. Now, three people are involved in this scenario, each with a compelling reason to claim the flute. First, we have person A, who made the flute. This person invested time, skill, and effort into creating this musical masterpiece. Second, we have person B, who plays it the best. This individual is a virtuoso, capable of producing the most enchanting melodies. And third, we have person C, who will die if they don't get the flute. Their life literally depends on possessing this instrument. So, who should have the flute? Let's break it down and explore the different perspectives. Aristotle's thought experiment forces us to weigh different values and principles, challenging us to think critically about what we prioritize. Should the flute go to the creator, the virtuoso, or the one whose life depends on it? Each choice reflects a different ethical standpoint. If we give the flute to person A, the creator, we're valuing the labor and craftsmanship that went into making it. This perspective emphasizes the importance of recognizing and rewarding hard work. It's a nod to the principle of property rights, suggesting that the creator has the most legitimate claim to the flute. After all, shouldn't the fruits of one's labor belong to them? This idea resonates with many who believe in the sanctity of personal ownership and the rewards of hard work. On the other hand, giving the flute to person B, the best player, highlights the principle of utility. This person can produce the most beautiful music, which could bring joy and pleasure to many. Person B can produce the most beautiful music, providing joy and perhaps benefiting the greatest number of people. This perspective aligns with utilitarianism, which seeks the greatest good for the greatest number. This echoes utilitarian thought, which seeks the greatest good for the greatest number. By giving the flute to the best player, we maximize the overall happiness and enjoyment derived from the instrument. But what about person C? Their situation introduces a different kind of urgency. If they don't get the flute, they will die. This scenario brings in a life and death element that cannot be ignored. This introduces a moral urgency and a consideration of compassion and necessity. From a humanitarian perspective, saving a life could trump other considerations. From a humanitarian perspective, saving a life could trump other considerations. The argument here is that the value of a human life outweighs other factors. Aristotle himself might lean toward giving the flute to person B. In his view, things should go to those who can use them best, which aligns with his concept of virtue and excellence. In his view, things should go to those who can use them best, which aligns with his concept of virtue and excellence. Aristotle believed in the idea of fulfilling one's potential and using one's abilities to their fullest. But there's no easy answer. Each choice reflects different ethical priorities and values. Each choice reflects different ethical priorities. Whether it's the value of labor, the joy of music, or the sanctity of life, each perspective has its own merit. So, who would you give the flute to? The creator, the virtuoso, or the one in dire need? This question challenges us to think deeply about our own values and what we prioritize in ethical decision-making. The creator, the virtuoso, or the one in dire need? Each choice forces us to confront our own beliefs and values. This question may not have a definitive answer, but it does make us think deeply about our values and the complexities of moral decision-making. It encourages us to reflect on what we hold dear and why. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear your perspective on this intriguing dilemma. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more thought-provoking discussions. Your engagement helps us bring more content like this to you. Thanks for tuning in, and remember to always question and explore. Philosophy is all about asking the right questions and seeking deeper understanding. Until next time, stay curious, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep delving into the fascinating world of philosophy.